education at the primary, secondary, and tertiary level. As I was thinking about putting together this presentation, I realized that this graph is kind of depressing until you recognize that it's a great opportunity. Peru currently has a very low level of the workforce in science and engineering fields devoted to innovation and R&D. But starting from a very low level, it's easy to grow. Right? There are things that can be done relatively at a small scale at first and rapidly growing over time that can transform Peru in the course of a generation. That having been said, the current mix of what we're training students for has not yet achieved that type of transition. Higher education remains focused on educating teachers, which is quite important, law, administration. In contrast, what we need are STEM areas, such as computer science, biotechnology, nanotechnology. All these register at a very low level. Even engineering areas closely related to the comparative advantage of Peru in areas like minerals register a low level in terms of mineral engineering or systems engineering. So, first action item. Every person in this room needs to make a commitment to have a much bigger level of commitment to the Peruvian education system at every level. Peruvian is endowed and blessed with a favorable demographic structure to make this the generation that makes high-quality education available to all Peruvians. That will require real resources and needs to be a priority for everyone in this community. Peru has a low level of innovation effort, and moreover, Peru is, even at the level of adoption, Peru's investments in things like information technology infrastructure has historically lagged its neighbors, though over the last 6 or 7 years, as I understand it, we've seen a very significant catch-up in this area, giving evidence for the idea that transformation is possible and achievable as we fill in the infrastructure for Peruvian innovative capacity. That having been said, when I think about what creates innovation, and it's incredibly important to train scientists and engineers, to have the right kinds of broad policies, to have risk capital available. What's even more important is training people to have